Turning now to regional news, China has vowed support for its overseas students and scholars after the U.S. barred Harvard University from enrolling international students. The Trump administration says the university was perpetuating an unsafe campus environment and was coordinating with the Communist Party of China.
中美教育合作是互利的，中方一贯反对将教育合作政治化。 美方有关做法只会损害美国的形象和国际信誉。中方将坚定维护海外中国学生和学者的正当合法权益。
The Homeland Security Secretary has ordered her department to terminate Harvard University's Student and Exchange Visitor Program certification. The move comes after the university refused to provide information that the department had previously demanded about some foreign student visa holders at the institution. Harvard now says it will sue the Trump administration over the enrollment ban. It says the ban would impact around 6,800 of its international student population. Those hailing from China made up a fifth of the total intake last year alone. The order would see foreign students forced to transfer to other schools or risk losing their legal status. The Homeland Security Secretary says the Trump administration is considering similar moves at other universities. Confusion and uncertainty. Singaporean students at Harvard say they have not heard from the university's international office on the situation. That's even as the situation spins completely out of their control. Nikhil Kata with more.
Some Harvard international students refuse to speak to CNA, fearing their visa status may be affected. One student, who agreed on condition of anonymity, hopes to hear from the school in the next few days. Many international students already adjusted summer break plans to remain in the US, fearing they may not be able to return if they leave. Now even that may not be enough to keep them in the country if they don't leave Harvard. Some students at other top US universities are also feeling the uncertainty. Joe Ashley will be transferring to Columbia University this fall, another school in the Ivy League.
I don't think it's going to be something that escalates or gets to a point whereby all international students will be forced to leave, because that will be quite extreme. But then again, I think we are in unprecedented times, so we never know what might happen. I do think that if I have to leave the US, it'll be quite disruptive, having already been there for 1 year or maybe even more than 1 year, because then the credits that I take at my current school and at Columbia might not transfer to other schools.
One education consultancy says 1 in 3 students who had the US as their top choice are now prioritizing other countries like the United Kingdom. They are worried about unpredictability in President Trump's administration.
Some of these recent issues would cut into concerns around, university funding, the ability of universities to support student visas. And all of these, I think, has immense implication on the decision of students when they are planning for their further studies.
Another consultancy says Harvard's legal strength is not one to dismiss.
So very important to understand, Harvard is not alone. It is backed by a network of very powerful academic institutions, and I think they all recognize there's a lot of strength in numbers. And so as long as they have these shared values and these shared ideals, as long as they act in concert with each other, it's a very powerful way to actually, resist any sort of pressure from the Trump administration or any others.
Harvard has some 6,800 international students, more than a quarter of its student body. That includes 151 Singaporeans. 12 are there on Public Service Commission scholarships. The government says it is in touch with the scholars and has reached out to relevant officials.